our backs. We had a request to start on our backs, so that's what we'll do. All right. All right, so feet wide, knees together, arms can be stretched out or resting on your torso, or just stretch on out into Shavasana. Just start dropping in, connecting to this moment. Checking in with the sounds you hear. Checking in with your body, touching your mat. Noticing where you might be gripping and lifting. And see if you can relax and release those areas into the floor. And then notice your chest rising and falling with each breath, expanding, contracting. And if the mind wanders, focus back on your breath. Finding that steady breath in and out through the nose. Remembering we always practice ahimsa. Just reach your arms over your head and stretch them to the back of the room. And then hug your knees up and in and make little circles around your back. Reverse your circle. And then plant your feet, pinky toes near the edges of your mat. Keep your feet where they are. Let both knees fall to the right, look to the left. And then bring it up and let the knees go to the other side. Look in the opposite direction. And then bring it back to center. Walk your feet in so they're hips width apart. And take your right leg straight up in the air. Interlace your fingers and circle the ankle. Then reverse it. And relax it. Stay here or walk further up the leg, finding that deeper stretch. And then guide your ankle over your bent knee. Find your figure four. Stay here, pressing that right knee away. Or lift the foot that's on the floor. Right hand between the thighs, left hand around. Grab the hamstring or the shin. Stay here. You can deepen the stretch by tipping it gently to the left or extending the back leg or reaching up. Or you can rock your baby, wrapping your elbows around the foot and the knee and hovering the back leg. So find your best stretch. If you went out, bring it back in. We're all going to drop that left foot and send the right leg back up in the air. Flex the right foot as slow as you can. Let the right leg lower to the floor. Once the leg touches, give it a little rock. And then open your arms and take a twist. Knee to the right, gaze to the left. And then bring it back to center. Hug it up and in and rock it out. And then plant your feet. And send the left leg high. Interlace your fingers, circle the ankle. Reverse it. Relax it. Stay there or go further up the leg. And then guide the ankle over the bent knee, finding your figure four. Stay here or lift the foot. Left hand through, right hand around, grab the hamstring or the shin. Keep it steady or add one of those other options if that feels good. Tipping it to the right, extending the back leg or hovering the back leg. And if your leg went out, bring it back in, drop the foot. And send the left leg high, flex it slow as you can, lower the leg. Once the leg touches, give it a little rock, and then arms open up, knee to the left, gaze to the right. And then come back to center, hug it up and in. Stay here or bottoms of the feet together, knees press away. Stay there or both feet up in the air, happy baby. Any movement that feels good. And if your feet are up, you can either bring them down or hold the feet. Or coming up to a seat, you can rock up or roll to your side if you want to try rocking up. Maybe you can extend your legs. And then bottoms of the feet together. You got it. All right, and do your little butterfly. Stay here or fold in towards your toes. And then sit up tall and make your way to hands and knees, finding your tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, cat-cow tilts. When you're ready, the inhale drops your belly, lifts your head. Exhale, arch your back high, push the floor away. And just moving with your breath, inhaling, sway back. And exhaling, cats. Keep cycling through. You might move at different paces. Add any extra wiggles that feel good to you. And then wait for your next exhalation. Return to a flat back and press it into child's pose. Remembering you can come here at any point during your practice. And then shifting forward, hands and knees. Bring the knees back under the hips and send your left leg straight back. Find that calf stretch, breathe into it. Tuck the tailbone, lift the belly. If it feels good, you're lifting the leg. Stay here or reach that right arm forward. Hold it. You can stay here if it doesn't hurt the knee or the shoulder. You can bend the knee, reach back with the right hand, take hold of the foot or ankle, and then push the foot away, look forward and stretch the shoulder. Doesn't feel good, don't do it. If you're holding on, stretch it back out with control. Bring your hand down, let your foot cross over the right, look over the right shoulder towards your toes. Now swing that leg off to the left, left arm up, circle the wrist, reverse. Keep it straight or let it go back behind you. Whatever you like, you can always add the bind if that's in your practice and you feel like you get a better stretch. Bring your hand down, and you can keep the leg out or bring it in and push your hips to the back of the mat. And then shift forward, bring the knee in, and send the right leg back. Find that calf stretch and breathe into it. And then push the floor away, lift the leg, stay there, or left arm forward, reach and pull, keep breathing. Stay here or bend the knee, reach back, take hold of the foot or ankle, and then push it away and maybe look forward. And then stretch it back out. Put your hand down, let your foot cross over the left, look over the left shoulder towards your toes. Now swing it to the right side, right arm up, circle the wrist, reverse. Keep it straight or start to let it go back. If you like your bind, go for it. And then bring your hand down, push your hips to the back of the mat. And then shifting forward, bring the knee in, tuck your toes, push your hips to the back. Stay here or press your hips up into downward facing dog. And then you can pedal it out, walk it out. Any movement that feels good. And then just make your way to ragdoll. Any movement that feels good. And then drop your arms, bend your knees, and squeeze your belly as you stack your vertebrae. Once you're at the top, stretch it out, drop your tailbone. If it feels good, you can add a little back bend. And then come up straight and hands down. Drop your arms, inhale, reach it back up. And then just stretch up a little more through the right arm, like you're gonna climb a rope, and then stretch to the other arm. Just do that a few times. And then we're gonna reach tall and take hold of the right wrist and stretch it over to the left. If you have something you like, feel free to add it. You're gonna move the right foot if you're moving it. It can be in front or behind, whatever feels good to you. And then bring it up. And then climb that rope again. And then come up tall, grab the left wrist and stretch it over. Add whatever you like, moving the left foot this time. And then bring it back up tall, let your hands drop, touch your thighs and slide towards your toes. Stay here or take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers and let them pull away. You took that option, drop your hands and then reach down towards your shins. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Once you're at the top, stretch it out, drop your tailbone. If it feels good, add that little back bend. Come up tall, hands down, and find your mountain, top of your mat. Surya Namaskara, shoulders back and down. Find your mountain, find your breath. And then on your next inhale, go up with the arms, and exhale, fold forward. On an inhale, let's press our shins away. Find that half lift again. And then exhale, bend your knees and step the left foot back. Drop that knee, sink into the left hip flexor, shine your heart open. You can use blocks to lift the floor. Hands can come to the thigh. They can move to the inside. Or just focus on the hips, releasing. And then wait for an exhale, hips back, toes lift, hands or blocks can come with you if you need that. And breathe. Shift the weight forward, take it back, hands and knees or down dog, cat cow, or add your first vinyasa. Take a little extra time in your back bend. Whether it's cobra or up dog. And then exhale is hands and knees or down dog. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, let the left leg lift. Go ahead, let it go as high as it wants to go. If it feels good, you can bend the knee. If it doesn't, keep it straight. And then step that foot all the way up. Drop the right knee and sink into the right hip flexor. Wait for an exhale, hips back, toes lift, Ardha Hanuman. And then shift the weight forward, take it back, hands and knees or down dog, cat cow, or add your flow. Inhale, plank, exhale, lower, inhale, cobra or up dog, exhale, hands and knees or down dog. And then lift the right leg high, go ahead, bend it, open it, and step it to the top. Left hand or fist on the mat or a block, right hand on the thigh, turn and twist, look to the right. Keep it low or reach that right arm up. And then bring your hand down, stay here, step your back foot up a few inches and come on up for high lunge. Stay here or left arm forward, right arm back. If it feels good to deepen it, right arm can drop, left arm can go higher. And then wait for an exhale, hands to the mat. Step up with the left foot and back with the right. Right hand or fist flat, left hand on the thigh, turn and twist, look to the left. Keep it low or reach it high. And then bring your hand down, step your back foot up a few inches, come all the way up for high lunge. Stay here or right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe the left hand drops and the right arm goes higher. Wait for an exhale, hands down. You can either step to down dog or ragdoll. If you went to down dog, you can add a vinyasa. Nice. If you went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. On an inhale, press your shins away. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, come all the way up. Once you're at the top, stretch it out, drop the tailbone. If it feels good, add that little back bend. Come up tall, hands down, drop your arms and find your mountain. Settle your breath. And then just stepping your right foot back, setting up for warrior two position. Heel to arch alignment, arms up parallel, look over your left middle finger. Stay here, or you can lift the front heel to engage the calf and inner thigh. And then drop the heel and stretch it back, reverse triangle. And then just keep the legs straight, bring the arms parallel, triangle pose, left arm stretches out. Before the hand goes down, right arm up unless it hurts the shoulder. So you can stay here if you'd like. If it bothers the arm, it's down here. Otherwise, if it's up, you can flip the thumb to the back of the room and then bend the elbow and let the knuckles go to the sacrum. Some of you might be able to reach down and grab that bottom inner thigh. Doesn't feel good, don't do it. Find the gaze that works for your neck, but make sure the neck is engaged and in line with the spine. And then release, reach that arm high, squeeze your belly, come all the way up, stretch it back again. And then drop your arm, turn your left toes in, fold forward, and touch the floor. So A position, whatever that looks like for you today, hold it steady. Maybe you're touching the floor, maybe you're reaching your hands back. And then wherever you are, let's all meet with our hands back in the front. And then just turn your right toes to the right corner of your mat, walk your hands to that side. We're gonna keep the hips high today. Stay here, or you can walk your hands out on a diagonal. It's like they're pointing towards 1 or 2 o'clock. And you're gonna find more engagement in that right thigh. All right, and then walk it back in. Turn those toes in, turn your left toes out, walk your hands to that side. Keep the hips up in line with the knee, and then maybe you're gonna walk your hands out to 10 or 11 o'clock. And then just bring it back to center. And then place your right hand under your face. Reach your left arm up. Don't worry, we're backwards in the studio. You can take that same bind here if it feels good. Flip the thumb, reach for that right inner thigh. And then switch it out and twist it open. Keep it straight or wrap it around the back. And then bring that left hand down, or whatever hand that was, and then turn your left toes to the top of the mat. You can either go to down dog or child's pose or ragdoll. You can vinyasa or not. You can squat if you don't like a ragdoll. You can stand up tall if you don't like a squat. Nice. If you went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. Let's all find Ardha Uttanasana. And then fold, and then inhale, standing up, swan dive or stacking, stretch it out. And then come up tall, hands down. Drop your arms, step your left foot back. Bend into the right knee, arms up, look over the right middle finger and breathe. Stay where you are or lift the front heel. And then put the heel down, stretch it back, reverse triangle, hold it. And then keep the legs straight, bring the arms parallel. Right arm stretches out before the hand goes down. Left arm up. Keep it there, or flip the thumb, knuckles to sacrum, or grab that bottom inner thigh. And then if your arm went somewhere, take it back up. Go ahead, come all the way up and stretch it back. And then drop your right arm, turn your right toes in, hold forward, touch the floor. So whatever this looks like for you this time, it might be the same thing. You might add arms behind the back to stretch the shoulders. You might go upside down. Honor your body. The elbows are a little far out. That's the problem, I think. Nice. Yeah. So we're all going to meet back. Here, went up. Now we're turning the right toes to the right corner. We're walking to that side. So you can do the same thing we did last time. Keep it in or walk the hands away. If it feels good, you can drop it into your squat, your Skandasana classic squat. Honor your body. Add what feels good. Don't hurt your knees. It's hurting. You're not doing yoga. And then when you're ready, we're going to take it up and over to the other side. Adjust your knees, see what you need on this side, arms in or out, hips high or low. And then we're all bringing it back to center. Walk your hands way out in front. Find your wide leg down dog. Wiggle your hips. Shake your shoulders. Stay here or take your left hand under. Grab the calf or shin. Pull and look under the right arm. If this does not feel good, put the left hand down. Reach the right arm up like we did before. And then go ahead, switch sides. And then bring it back to the front and just wiggle your shoulders again. And then walk your hands in, turn your right toes to the top of your mat. You can go to down dog or child's pose. You can cat-cow or vinyasa, whatever you need. And breathe. So eventually we're all going to end up at hands and knees. So when you're done doing what you're doing, let's meet at hands and knees and move through 2 cat-cow tilts. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch high. One more time. Return to the flat back and then lower down to your elbows. Interlace your fingers, tuck your toes, scoop your belly. Option 1, you're staying here. Option 2, hips go high. You can add a shift back and forth, or you can just shift forward and hold an elbow plank. Or it's exhale up, inhale forward. Keep breathing. You can invert if that's in your practice. You can child's pose if that's what feels right. Planks reach through the crown of the head. Nice, everybody. When you're done, take your time, no rush. We're gonna meet down in child's pose. You can either stay in child's pose or pop the hips up. We're gonna stretch that left arm under the right and then stretch out the shoulder. You can reach that right arm forward. I'm just going to keep it simple. Focus on the shoulder. So hips are going to be high or low depending on what your knees need. And then just switch sides. And then come back to center. Decide if you want to stay here or press the down dog for some breaths. If you want to hold there or add a vinyasa. Nice. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, walk your way to the back of your mat. So end up in ragdoll. And on an inhale, press your shins away. On an exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Once you're at the top, stretch it out and keep the arms up, palms turned in. Check out your ankles, make sure they're under the hip bones. Lift your heels and press into your big toes. Once you're stable, tiptoe your way up. And then drop the heels and drop the arms and give it a little shake. Find your mountain. So let's just take our left foot for balance. Lift your toes and spread them wide. Let's do tree pose. Kick it out to the side, hands to the heart. Keep it here or bring it higher. Don't press on the knee. Hands gonna stay at the heart or go out or up. You have another variation you're working on. Find that equal steady breath. And then bring your hands to your heart, bring them to the waist. And so you can release that leg, bring it to the front, extend and point, squeeze it, and lower. And give a shake. And switch to the other side, kickstand. Focus on the lift before you lift the foot. So belly up, chest up, feel as if you're being pulled up through the crown of the head. And then maybe that foot wants to float up. Keep all your muscles working. Add your arms, focus on the lift, like you're being pulled upward, like someone's pulling you to the sky. And breathe, there you go. Don't worry about getting it too high. Just find a spot where you can hold it. Nice, very nice. Good balance, hands to the heart, hands to the waist, drop it out or bring it up. Don't lean back. If you're going to extend, point, and then lower, and then shake out the hips, shake out the legs, and find the left foot balance again, and focus on your lift. Hands to your waist. Make sure you're not popping the bottom out. Drop it down, lift the belly, and feel as if you're pulling up through the crown of the head. So you already feel like you're being lifted up here, and then float the right leg up. All right, so some of you are going to stay here. If it feels okay, bring your hands to your heart. And then point your toe. We're flying it back to warrior three. So let that leg go back. You can reach the arms back like you're flying. Squeeze all your muscles. If this doesn't work for you, just come into it from a mountain pose. Nice. Now come all the way back to standing. Stop it there or bring it all the way back up. Don't lean back. If you're going to extend and point, squeeze it and then lower it and shake it. And then switch sides, focus on the lift and lift up the left leg. So remember, you can stay here working on balance, or it's hands to the heart, point the toe, let it go back and fly. Keep breathing. And then we're hinging back to standing. Stop there or bring that thigh all the way back to the front, hands to the waist. Don't lean back. You're going to extend, point, squeeze, and lower the leg. Give a little shake. Shake out the legs. Find your mountain, top of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. And then put some space between your feet. Soften the knees enough so you can touch the mat or put your hands on blocks. And then keep the left foot down and just lift the right leg. You can use the wall here if you want. So stay here or turn the toes to the side. Some of you might take that right arm out to the side. Some of you might start to stack the right arm on top of the left for Ardha Chandrasana. So don't push down into that left hand, reach out to that left hand. Reach out. Yeah, there you go. Use your core. Wall helps. Nice, everybody. Beautiful. Now just bring that leg down. Bring that hand down and just put some space between the feet and soften your knees and just rest before we go to the other side. All right, now like you've never been here before, find that long spine. So you want to make sure you're lifting up. If you're pushing down into the hands, it's going to tip you forward. So that's why you're using all your muscles to create that straight spine. Right ankle is under the hip and then lift the left leg. Stay here or turn the toes to the side. Stay there or let that left arm go high and breathe. Gaze down will help with balance. If you've been here a while, you need to challenge your balance. It can start to lift. And then we're all going to bring it down, drop the foot, drop the hand, and just rest. Pinky toes out near the edges. Some of you are staying here. Some of you are sinking your hips down. Malasana. Yogic squat. And stay where you are as long as you'd like. If you want to practice your crow before we go back to the back of the mat, you can do that. Otherwise, make your way back to down dog or hands and knees. Cat cow, child's pose, vinyasa. I think your feet are too close. Take your feet a little further away so you can lift your heels and bring the toes together. Squeeze the core. There you go. Nice. And when you're done, we'll all meet at hands and knees. And just move through 2 cat-cow tilts. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch high. One more time. Returning to your flat back. Stay here or send that right leg straight back. We're rolling the right foot to the side. We're taking the left toe straight back behind the knee, and we're reaching the right arm high. Stay here or float that right leg. Stay there or bend the knee and reach for the foot. You can pull it in for a calf stretch. You can push it away to make it more of a back bend. Nice, everybody. Beautiful. Now release with control. If you're holding on, drop the hand, pop the left toes up as you go to hands and knees, and then send the left leg back. Roll that foot to the side, right toes kick behind the knee, left arm up. Keep it low or lift it high. Keep it straight or bend it in. And now release with control, stretch it out, drop it down. You can go to down dog or child's pose. You can rest or flow. You can roll out your wrists if you need to. Feels good too. Nice. And then let's all meet at hands and knees. And just do 2 cat-cow tilts again. And then wait for your exhale. Return to your flat back. And then make your way onto your bottom. Swing your legs around to the front. Left leg out, right leg up. Keep it or cross it. You can keep this leg straight or bend it back. You're gonna hug the knee with the left and look to the right. Right hand touches down behind you. Maybe you need that elbow. Find that stretch, you got it. Breathe. Legs straight and then back to the green wall. Nice. Honor your body. Nice. And then unwind to the other side, look around. And then come to center and switch legs. So we take the right leg out, bring the left knee up, keep it or cross it. This leg stays straight or you bend it back towards that left hip. So hug the knee with the right and look to the left. Stay there or add the elbow. Nice job. Good job. All right, unwind to the other side, look around. And then come back to center and take both legs out in front. Just give them a little shake. Take your hands alongside your hips, flex your feet, drop your chin, find Dandasana. Stay right here or inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. And then look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, reach out and up. Drop your arms, bend your knees, pick up your bottom, walk it towards your heels and come on to your back. Bring the knees in and rock out the back. And then plant your feet and set up for your back bends. So we'll do 2. So bridge, bridge, wheel, wheel, bridge, wheel. When you're ready, inhale, roll it up. Inner thighs hug parallel. Nice. Wait for an exhale, slowly lower down. Windshield wiper your legs. And just rest, knees or feet together. You can stay where you are or set up for your second round. It can be bridge, it can be wheel. If it's wheel, fingers are under the shoulders, elbows are to the sky. Roll up your hips just like bridge and then start pressing into the arms. And breathe. So you're on your own this time. Connect to your breath. Keep working on straight arms. And when you're done, lower down with control and hug your knees to your chest. Rock out your back. And just let both knees fall to the left and look to the right. And then bring it up and let it go to the other side. And then bring it up. All right, so I'll give you guys an option. You can stay here, do your hip stretch again on your back with the right ankle crossing over the left knee. Stay on your back. If a full pigeon feels good to you, just go ahead and make your way up to hands and knees. And then take your right knee behind to the outside of the right wrist, heel at the top of the left thigh, and work that left thigh away. Nice. So go ahead and add what feels good. If you're on your back, if you're on your belly, your arms might stay straight. You might lower down to your elbow. You might stack your arms. Your chest easily comes down. You might put the left side of the head on the mat and open your arms into a T. You have to strain to get there. It's too far. So find that place where there's effort without tension, relaxation without dullness. So you feel the stretch, but you're not straining to get there. So if you went low, you're going to press up through your arms. If you're on your belly, you're going to slide that left knee forward, move that right leg out of the way, and just kick it around. If you're on your back, you're just changing legs, cross the opposite ankle, and then slide the left knee to the outside of the left wrist if you're on your belly, and bring that heel to the top of the right thigh. And then you just slide that right leg away. The tighter your hips are, the closer the heel stays to the groin. As your hips become more open, you might start working that shin closer to parallel with the top of your mat. Stay up if you're going all the way down. It's your right ear on the side of the mat, arms into a T. If you went low, press up through your arms, slide the right knee forward, bring the left leg out of the way, kick it around. Nice. If you're on your back, you're just going to hug both knees in. If you're on your belly, press to child's pose. Stay here. If anyone feels like they need another vinyasa, you can take it. And then when you're done, we're going to meet on our backs any way you want to get there. No rush. Hug it in one last time. Any last movements you need? Another twist, a happy baby. I feel like your practice is done. Socks and sweaters. Actually had the heat on this morning. And when you're done, we'll all meet in Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you today. Can be stretched out, can be on your side, can be legs up the wall. And then when you're done moving, just settle in. Just imagine that beautiful golden light enters the body through the crown of the head. As the light pours through your body, it brings warmth and relaxation to the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, nose, and mouth are relaxed. The ears, the cheeks, the jaw and chin are relaxed. The neck and shoulders. The arms, hands, and fingers are relaxed. The chest with your heart and lungs. The abdomen with all your internal organs. The upper, middle, and lower back are relaxed. The hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the thighs, the knees, the calves and shins, the ankles, the feet, and out the toes. The body is completely relaxed. This state of peace is your true nature. Take a few moments just to be. Every blade of grass has its angel that bends over it and whispers, grow, grow. The belief that it is possible to heal the world without healing ourselves first is what the Yoga Sutras call lack of true knowledge. The truth is, when we are happy, we spread happiness. So bring the awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let it fill your body. And then start to bring small movements to fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs, until you're ready for a big stretch from fingertips to toes. And if it feels good, hug your knees in one last time. Take a few breaths on your favorite side. And in your own time, when you're ready, make your way up to your comfortable seat. And we'll close our practice. Find your tall spine. Find your breath. Remember your peace and share your light. Hands to the heart, bow in, give gratitude, and look for the joy. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all for sharing your practice and your presence. Thank you for being here.